Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm talking about my new obsession, and it is the Gambit. Gambit from BilletSpin. BilletSpin has been known for their, high-end EDC tops and little spinners, fidget spinners, all kinds of EDC gadgets, little man toys, if you will. And this is the newest creation. I saw this a couple months back on Instagram. I was extremely intrigued, and as soon as I got one in hand, I loved it. All right, this is what I've been kind of playing with when I'm editing videos, watching YouTube videos. I'm on my computer. Sometimes I'm flicking knives open and close, but lately it's been all about the Gambit. So these do have practical purposes, which I'll get into in a little bit here. But first, what is it, right? It's just a two-piece machined, I don't know if you'd call it a tool. It's just kind of a gadget. So this is called the body, all right? And this part is called the coin. If we zoom in here, you can get a little more detail on these. These are very, very well machined. I mean, very precise work. That's what BilletSpin's always been known for. Regardless of whatever they're making, they're just machined extremely, extremely well. Very impressive, right? So the idea here is that you put the coin inside the body, right? You could spin it around, use this as, kind of a fidget toy. You can go either direction. You can pop it out, rub it around the top here. This is what's commonly done, at least I've seen in the videos, and it's somewhat satisfying on a weird level. What I've done is kind of popped it out, flipped it over, popped it back in, spun it around. It's got obviously a smooth texture now. Flip it around. This is just something I kind of play with. It's a fidget toy, essentially. But the actual purpose of these are pretty much endless. They're kind of pitched as like really nice custom golf ball markers. All right, so if you happen to be a golfer, you would know that your ball marker is usually a small little token of some kind. And let's say you're on the green and your ball lands here, and now it's the next person's shot, but they're over, whoop, I'm off camera. Let's say they're over here, and now you're in the way of their shot, right? So you have to put a little ball marker down so the person can hit their ball. So it's a really, really cool custom ball marker. You can use this for all kinds of things. If you play billiards, you can use a little coin as a marker on the table like you have next game. I've been using them as board game tokens. Play Monopoly. Well, kind of getting tired of the old the hat, or the dog or whatever. So I've been actually using these coins as board game markers. I'm playing with Christina. But yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can use this stuff for anything, but essentially that's what it is a kind of EDC fidget toy. Now, obviously for me, it's just kind of something fun to play with. It's something fun to collect. It's fun to interchange these because they're all interchangeable, which is what's really interesting about it. You can get all different coins, all different bodies. They all, work together. This insert has kind of reminds me of like a rim, a car rim or something, but because it's raised like that, it has incredible texture. It just gives a whole different feel. But even though I'm kind of just playing around with these, there is, a medical need for fidget toys. There's a lot of people with all kinds of, disabilities where they need something to kind of focus on. So it's kind of cool in that respect if you do have an actual need, or a family member, maybe it's a child or a sibling or a cousin, who knows. But yeah, so there's an actual purpose behind them. But for me, I'm just kind of playing with them because they're fun. It's just a fun new concept that I absolutely love. But now some of these, there's all different designs. First of all, the Gambit, you can check out the website. There's a million different coins, all different materials, a million different bodies, all different materials, different styles as well. Like this one is flat, has a flat bottom. So just in using this, it's flat on the back of the hand. It's going to sit flat on the table. They also have ones that have a bearing that's pressed in the bottom, and they're actually angled. All right, so you can use these as a top. Okay, so if you're into table spinners and stuff, there you go. You have a spinner. If you grab that, you see the coin still spins, which is kind of cool. You can see there's higher end ones. Damascus. This one's also a top body, but this is genuine Damascus. And this one has a glow in the dark coin, an insert coin, which is super cool. Show you that real quick here. All right. So I showed this on Instagram, but this is one of my favorite ones. I actually really like the little circle cutouts, which make for an excellent grip, but it's just super cool. It's a lot of fun to play with. And like I said, these things are all interchangeable. How these actually work is on the inside, all right, of each body, there's a coil spring that goes all the way around, if you can see that. So when you push the coin inside the body, it's pushing back that spring, but it allows it to freely move because there's not a lot of texture. So like I said, I mean, this is just stuff you could play with day in and day out. It's a fidget toy, you know, but you know, it's not as limited as like tops. Tops, you need always a flat surface, a table or something, right? But these you can just use in your hand. All right, so if you're in a waiting room or something, or again, in my case, I do a lot of computer stuff. You guys know I make videos every single day, so I'm constantly editing videos and stuff. But there's so much variety here. This one doesn't have an actual bearing pushed into it, but it still has a rounded bottom. It doesn't really kind of spin as, you know, as well as the other ones do, but it just feels different in the hand. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as like the materials go, it starts really plain Jane, like stainless steel, all the way up to like a Damascus coin, all right, which is just beautiful. Let me actually take this out of the case here, pop the case off, because I want to show you how awesome this is. So again, as far as like a collectible, all right, you can get definitely really into this stuff, but you have genuine Damascus. And because it's a small amount in just a coin, as opposed to maybe a whole bolster on a knife or a knife scale or something, it is more affordable in comparison. The other one here is actually superconductor, which is really awesome. All right. Just really like, I don't know, kind of hard to find materials and very collectible materials that you might see in knives for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And then recently they came out with the double one. Okay, so there's actually, it's double the width and it holds two different coins. All right, so you can swap, and again, these are all interchangeable. So any kind of look you want, there's just a ton of designs, a ton of materials, a lot of options. Now, as far as the price goes, it's definitely not cheap. The cheapest one you can possibly get, the cheapest combination would be about $100, because I think the cheapest coin on the website, which would be like a stainless steel coin, is $25, and then the cheapest body, I believe, is $75. All right, so the cheapest combination would be something like this for $100. Once you get into, you know, the specialty coins and some of the specialty materials for the bodies and stuff, especially like the Damascus, titanium, things like that, it can be quite costly. All right, so again, it's not, you know, a super cheap toy. It's actually a very precisely machined, again, tool. I don't know if tool is the correct word here. Gadget would be the right word. It does serve a function, but there's definitely like a huge novelty factor here. Kind of like the tops and kind of like the fidget spinners. I feel like there'll be a hardcore group of guys and girls that like these things forever. But it's something that people might get into and then might fall out of interest. You know, like I love EDC tops, but I haven't used one in probably a year. I love fidget spinners. I think they're really cool. I haven't used one in probably a year and a half. I think these are fantastic. And again, if you have an actual need for it, even better. No one needs an excuse to buy something they think is cool, you know what I mean? Or try something they think is cool. I don't have an actual need for these, but I really do enjoy them. But again, I mean, this is kind of focusing on, I think, two types of people. One, it's probably the adult who has a little extra money to spend on something like this and just really enjoys collecting them and using them. Again, if you're a golfer or, you know, you do something where you can find value in having a cool custom coin or marker, you know, that's cool. That's one type of customer for something like this. I think the second type of customer is if you really do have someone in your life that has a medical condition who really needs something to distract them. You know what I'm saying? There's a variety of different reasons why you might need some kind of a fidget toy. You know, you don't necessarily have to buy, you know, a very, very high quality one. I think these would be awesome if they were available for like $20 to $25 for a combination. You know what I'm saying? But because there's so much time and machine work that goes into it, again, $100 is about as cheap as it gets, at least for these. But this is the only one of its kind I've ever seen. I think BilletSpin came up with this idea. I don't know for sure. Maybe it's something that's going to be popular and copied by many. I have no idea. But these are very high quality. I do think that there'd be a ton of interest if it was $20. But for $100, I think it'll be just kind of a select amount of people out there that go, yeah, I'd love to try that out, you know? But I think they're awesome, and I love the fact that they're all compatible with each other, that you can swap and use different coins for different bodies and, you know, change it out always, and again, for different strokes for different folks. Some people do like the tops that can spin, some people don't, you know, the flat bottoms, the double one, I'm gonna play around with it. This is definitely heavier and chunkier, but it's just a really, really cool concept. It really is. So I just want to share with you guys, so now you know what it is. So if someone says, oh yeah, I got a Gambit, you're like, what's a Gambit? Well, now you know. That's the point of the video. But I'm sharing it with you because I happen to be really, really enjoying them lately. Anyway, that's all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.